Can you see my screen, everyone? Come on, guys, please respond.
Yes,
Can you
sir.
see my screen? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So good morning, everyone. So where are we? I think yesterday we started for loop, right? So for loop and initialization part is completed. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we will go for the other section for loop, guys. Okay. So what is the other section? Conditional expression, right? Conditional expression. So this is the next part. So for the initialization part, initialization part is, guys, optional, right? So without initialization also, right, for loop will work, right? Yesterday we discussed, right, valid semicolon also, valid Java statement, any valid Java statement also we can take as part of initialization section in for loop. Okay. Now conditional expression. Okay. Here conditional expression we can take what, guys? Here we can take any, okay, any Java valid expression. Okay, that result should be what type?
Boolean.
The Boolean type. Okay, Boolean type. Okay, so here. Okay, so this conditional expression. Okay, this conditional expression section also optional. Okay, so if you are not providing by default, compiler will add true. Okay, compiler will place what, guys? True. Understand? Yeah. Now let me give one example. Okay. So what is the example? Something like for loop. Okay. Okay. Int age equal to 10. Yeah, for loop. Here what I'm taking system.out.println now. Okay. Hello. There is something called hello Java, right? Okay. Now here I'm not taking anything. Just I've added what? Semicolon. That's it. Okay, guys. Now here I incremented. Fine. Here system.out.println now. Welcome to Java world. Understand? So this is also what, guys? Valid. Okay. So here, see, am I right any true statement here? Am I right any conditional expression?
No.
I did not. Okay. So if you are not writing anything, by default it will take what, guys? True. Understand? By default it will take what? True. So what is the output here? You will see hello Java.
Java.
Welcome to Java world.
To Java.
Welcome to Java world. Welcome to Java world. Like that. Okay. So keep on, it will print welcome to Java world. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah. So that is what conditional expression, guys. Okay. Apart from that, nothing is there. Okay, to discuss on this. Clear? Now increment decrement section. Increment decrement section. Okay, increment decrement section. Now so here also, guys. Okay. So now Here also we can take any valid Java statement. Okay, any valid Java statement, including what? SOP also. Yeah, okay, including system.out.println statement also. Understand, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I take some example here, let me write example. Something int age equal to 20 I'm taking, and after that for loop. Okay, so here, right, any valid statement we can write it system dot out dot, okay, println. But actually we will not write any valid Java statements, right? Okay, so how we are using for loop means, so initially we discussed it, right? So that is the one. So why I'm explaining all these things means, if your interviewer will ask, or if you attended any written test exam, in the written test exam they have given any questions like this, okay, you should be able to answer the questions. That's what I'm giving. Okay, now int age equal to 10, here I'm giving. So or else let me write directly here. Int age equal to 10. Okay, int age equal to 10, a less than, let's suppose 13. Okay, here system.out.println of system.out.println of something hello I'm printing. Okay, now here, okay, here I'm incrementing a plus plus. Understand? So after that, system.out.println of something I'm giving here. Okay, I want to print a value. Okay, is it valid or invalid, guys? Is it valid or invalid? Valid or invalid?
Valid.
Valid.
Valid. Okay. So first of all, what? Int a is equal to 10, a less than 13, condition is true. If condition is true, we are incrementing a plus plus. Now a will become what? 11. After that, I am printing what? System.out.println of a. What is the a value now? A 11, right? Come on, right? After 11, what we are printing? Hello, increment. Next, it will go to increment section, right? But increment section, what we have? Just Java valid statement we have. That's it. So what is that statement? SOPLN. So hello will print. After that, what will happen? Again, control will go to increment conditional section. So now a is what, guys? 11. 11 less than 13. Condition is true or false? Condition is true, right? If condition is true, right? 11 less than 13. Condition is true. If condition is true, then control will come inside the for loop. Now a plus plus. So what is the a value now? 11. 11 will be incremented to what? Another one. Now a value will become what? 12. Now system.out.println means what? 12. Right? After that, again, control will go to where? Control will go to increment section. But increment section, what we have? Just Java valid statement. So what is that? Hello. Come on, guys, follow me. I will not tell multiple times. Again, where it will go? Conditional section. So now
13.
a less than 13. What is the a value now? 12.
13. Oh,
Hmm?
sorry, 12.
12 less than 13. Condition is true, right? If condition is true, a plus plus. A will become what now? 13. So 13 will print. So after that, where it will go? Control will go to, okay, increment section. What is the increment section? Valid Java statement. So what is that? Hello, right? Hello will print. After that, control will go to where? Conditional section. Now A is what? 13. 13 less than 13. Condition is true or false? Condition is
False.
condition is false. Control will come out of the for loop. Okay, this is the output finally. Clear? Right? Clear, right, everyone? Okay. So now, so here in increment decrement section, we can take any valid Java statement, guys. Okay, everyone. Now, if you see, let me write one more example, guys, here. Okay. Here I'm writing one more example. So, for loop I'm taking, okay, just for loop I'm taking here, and one more semicolon I'm taking, okay, and I'm closing for loop. Understand? I'm closing for loop. Here I'm taking system dot out dot println of hello. System dot out dot println of hello I'm taking. Okay, is it valid, guys, or invalid?
Valid.
Hmm? Tell me.
Valid.
Why valid? For loop I'm
Semicolon
taking
also.
semicolon and one more semicolon I'm taking here. Okay, so system dot out dot println of I am taking. Is it valid or invalid, guys? Come on, tell me. Is it valid or invalid? So like this also, maybe there might be a questions, guys. For loop, I'm taking like this. No, int x is equal to 10. Okay. Tell me, guys, for these three. See, first one, for loop, semicolon, semicolon. So what we have discussed, guys, so far, initialization section. So what are the sections we have in the for loop, guys? Section, and after that
Conditional.
section, after that increment decrement section, right? Now initialization section also what? Optional, right? As the part of initialization section, we can take any valid Java statement, right? So that here I'm taking what, guys? Semicolon. Semicolon also, right? Valid Java statement, right? So after that,
Yes.
conditional section. For conditional section also, we can take what? Any valid Java statement. Conditional section also optional, right? If you are not placing anything, compiler, which value by default it will place? True. Okay. Even increment decrement section also, just now we discussed. Increment decrement section also we can place any valid Java statement. Means what? It is also optional. So completely, is it valid or invalid? Valid, right? Valid. So system dot out dot println of hello. Hello means what? It will print hello, hello, hello. But it is what? Infinity loop. Because what? It is true, right? Always condition is true. Condition is true means what? Always control will come inside the for loop and it will print hello, right? Hello, 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 like that. Okay, this is what, guys? Infinitive. Infinitive loop. Clear? The spelling, guys. Okay, infinitive loop. Now, see, if you see the second example here. So here what? I'm not putting any curly braces, right? So if you are not putting any curly braces, how many statements are allowed, guys? Only
One statement.
One statement.
here what it is, what is the output, guys, here? So here also same output, right? Infinitive. Like this, hi, hi, hi. It will print infinitive times, right? Clear? Now, if you see here, what is the output, guys, here?
Declarative.
Huh?
Error.
Error. Okay, compile time error. So if you are not
Declarative.
placing any curly braces, okay, so only one statement is allowed. Only one valid Java statement is allowed, but that should not be any declarative statement, right? It should be compile time error. Clear, everyone? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, let me give you a few examples, then we will close this for loop. Any doubts, guys, as of now?
No.
For loop? Sai Teja, are you there?
Understand, sir.
Yeah. Understand, right? Okay. Now, I'm writing, okay, one example, guys. Okay, let me write like this. For, okay, int I is equal to 0, I'm taking int, okay, I is equal to 0, I'm taking, and after that, here what I'm taking, true, okay, and after that I'm taking what, I plus plus, right? Now, system dot out dot, okay, out dot println, no, okay, I am taking, here, hello, right? So here, what is the output, guys? So guys, I'm thinking after the class, you guys are doing some practice, right? Am I correct? See,
Yes.
I did not show you, I mean, by using what Eclipse or normal editors. Okay, just I'm writing here. So what I'm thinking means after class, you guys are executing all these things in your laptops or okay. So that's what I'm thinking. Please do practice. Come on, guys. Tell me for int I is equal to 0. So not only execute all these examples, guys. Okay, you have to write your own logic and you have to analyze yourself. Fine. Now for int I is equal to 0, true, I plus plus system dot out del printer of hi, system dot out del printer of hello. Tell me what is the output, guys, here. Come on, fast.
I
Hmm? Just
Error,
think
sir.
just think and tell.
Unreachable.
Okay, this is
Unreachable
compiled time
statement.
error.
Error, sir.
So here what? True. Already we discussed that. In the while loop also we discussed,
Yes,
even do while loop also we discussed. Okay, you should not tell any wrong answers, guys, here. We are not discussing newly, right? Already we discussed all these things. Now you tell me now. Okay, true. Conditional section is what, guys? True. Okay, Jyotika, you there? Jyotika Valli.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So now system dot out dot println of hi, system dot out dot println of hello. So if you see, always what it will print, guys, hi only, right? So there is no chance of executing hello, right? So that's what here what we will get, unreachable state,
Unreachable.
unreachable statement. Clear, everyone? Any doubt here? Come on, guys. Now in the same example I'm taking, okay, the same example I'm taking here. Okay, let me take here then. I need to waste space. So here I'm putting false, guys. Now tell me what is the output here? Tell me what is the output here in this case?
Hello.
Here output is unreachable statement. What is that, guys? Hello, right? The above one. Unreachable statement, hello. Tell me, answer, tell me the second one. Here, what is the answer? Here, what is the output?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, right? But here, okay. So here
Error.
also error, guys. Unreachable statement, what now? Hi, not hi. What is the unreachable statement? Okay, this one. Understand? Unreachable statement. Okay. Open curly brace. So this is the error, right? So false. False means what? Always what? True and false are what? Compile time constants. Okay. If it is a compile time constants, right? True and false what guys? Constants, right? Boolean values. It's a constants.
sir.
Compile time
Yes,
constants.
sir.
So if you provide any compile time constants means where the compile time with compiler only it will verify guys. Okay. Now these are compile time constants means what? So there is no chance of control will come inside the what? For loop. Right. So it is what system.out.println of I. This is what? Unreachable statement. Right? Unreachable statement or not? Unreachable statement. So that's why compile time error, unreachable statement. So after for loop, what it is immediately it will expect guys, open curly brace, right? So that's what it will give you, unreachable statement, open curly brace. Clear? Everyone, come on.
Yeah.
Yes,
Make
sir.
it fast, guys.
Yes,
Clear,
sir.
right? So now, in the same way, here I'm taking one more example. Okay. Here what I'm doing. Okay. Now tell me, what is the output guys here? Come on. Class itself, we are doing practice. Okay. What is the output here? Tell me what is the
Infinite
output?
loop.
So
Infinite loop.
Infinitive loop.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
unre-
Infinity loop.
Error, sir.
I will print infinite.
Error,
unreachable,
same error. Here also unreachable statement. If you are not providing anything means what is the by default value? By
True.
default compiler will place true. True means what? Always it execute high. So there is no chance of executing where system.out.println of hello. True means what? Valid compiler constant. If you place compiler constant means what? Compile only it will verify. Okay. So compiler is checking. Hey boss, you are putting true. True means what? Valid compiler. Okay. So here there is no chance of execution what? Right? System.out.println of hello. So unreachable statement. What is the statement? Hello. Understand?
Yeah.
Here everyone. Hello.
Yes.
Tell me
Sir.
guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Unreachable statement system.out.println of hello guys. Okay. So like this it will give you error. Fine. Now I will give you one more example. You tell me now. So yeah, let me write below. Here we will write. So I will give you like this. Int a is equal to 10 I'm giving. Okay. Int b is equal to 20 I'm giving. Now for loop I'm taking. Okay. For loop I'm taking, right? So here int I is equal to okay, something called, let me take like a 0. Okay, I is equal to 0 I'm taking. Here a less than b. After that what? Incrementing I value. Okay. So system.out.println of okay, something called I am printing here. Okay, right? After that system.out.println of hello I'm printing. Understand? Tell me what is the output guys here. Who will tell Sai Teja? Come on, fast, quickly.
I will print 9 times or unreachable statement alone.
Unreachable statement. What is the output here? Any error or valid output?
I will print 9 times.
Okay. I will print
9 times.
9 times. Okay, something. Okay. So some output will be there, right? Come on, that's what you're telling, right?
all the unreachable statement alone.
What Sai Teja?
Unreachable statement alone.
Unreachable statement. You tell me, is it valid program, or do you see any error here? That's what I'm
Valid.
asking. Valid. Why you are saying unreachable and unreachable? Valid only, right? Here int A
Yes.
is equal to 10, int B is equal to 20. Okay. So that's mean, I think your confidence level is low, very low. Right?
Into A
If
plus
you are
10.
clear, you should tell very clear and loud. Int A is equal to 10, int B is equal to 20. What we are doing?
2 times
We are
reachable.
assigning value 10 to A variable. We are assigning 20 value to whom? Variable called B. Now int I is equal to 0. A less than B. A is what, guys? 10. B is what, guys? 20. Okay. A less than B. Is it true or false?
True.
True, right? A less than B. True or false? True. So if it is true means what will print? If it is true, then control will come inside the for loop. I will print, right? I will print. After that, where it will control will go increment decrement section. What is the increment decrement? I plus plus. Now I will become what? 1. Now again condition will check. A less than B. A is 10, B is 20. Condition is true or false? Huh?
True.
Condition is true, right?
That's 100%.
Huh?
And then in 2 times into usage.
Come on, tell me. Condition is true or false? Condition is true. Again, what will print? I will print.
I will.
Okay. How many times it will print like this?
9.
9 times, sir. How many times it will print? It will print, keep on, guys. Okay, infinite times. Am I right? Everyone, come on. Am I right or not? Hello. Everyone, unmute yourself and tell me, am I
Yes,
right or
sir.
not?
Infinite
So like
times.
that, it will print hi, 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 right? But here, see, there is a system.out.println of hello. So if you see the system.out.println of hello means what? It is a unreachable statement, right? But here, compiler will not throw any compile time error. Why? Why? Already we discussed, guys, right? Why compiler will not throw any valid, any error here? Because in the
Because
condition
the
part,
condition
A
is
less than
true.
B is what? A less than
True.
B is what? True, but it is not a
True.
compiler constant, compiled constant,
Constant.
right? It's not a compiled constant, right? So A less than B. Now A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. Okay, so we can change, right? If you want, we can change A value or B value, right? After compilation, what will be the A less than B? Huh? A less than B only, right? Where the actual values will be replaced at runtime will replace.
Yes, sir.
Already we discussed, right? Come on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, did we discuss or not, guys? Already we discussed, right? So at
Yes,
runtime,
sir.
10 less than 20. So that time what it will true? So if compile time only, if the value will be replaced, then what? It will throw error. Understand? Now, let me give you one more example. You see here, both are same. If you see these two examples, both are same, right? But
Yes,
here,
yes.
what is the difference? These A and B are not compile time constants. Okay. So compile time, if these are not compile time constants means here A less than B. At compile time, okay, the actual value will not be replaced, guys. Okay. So here, after compilation, at runtime, these values will be replaced. Okay, A will become 10, B will become 20. Understand? But here, at compile time only, these values will be replaced, guys. A will become 10, B will become 20. So that's why compiler will verify. Oh, there is one more statement after for loop. but the statements are unreachable. Understand? So why here what for loop is infinitive? Always it is true. True means what? Infinitive. Where at compile time only it came to know. So that's what it will throw unreachable statement. But here at compile time, compiler don't know. Understand? Compiler don't know this A less than B will become true. At what time it will know? Runtime
Runtime.
JVM will know. Okay. So that's why here we will not see any compile time error, unreachable statement. Clear, right, everyone? Please keep in your mind. Okay. Please don't tell any wrong answer if I ask the same question. Okay, in future. Clear, right, everyone? For each loop, guys. Okay, for each loop. Okay. So this loop introduced in Java 1.5 version, guys. Okay, Java 1.5 version. So actually, it is designed. Okay, it is designed for specifically to retrieve elements from from arrays and arrays and what do you call collections, guys. Okay, arrays and collections. It is designed for specifically to retrieve elements from arrays and collections. Okay, so I think you guys know, right, what is arrays, right? Already we discussed that. I know you people don't know anything about collections. Okay, we will discuss collections, right? No. So this is what for each loop, right? So to print elements, okay. So now what I will show you what is the difference here. Okay. Now there is a array, guys. Okay, for each loop means what, guys? This is introduced in Java 1.5 version. Okay, it is designed for specifically to retrieve elements from what? Arrays and collections. So there is an array. In that array, you need to retrieve elements. Okay, so which loop is better, guys? For each loop is better. So there is a collection framework. Okay, there is a array list. In the array list, I want to retrieve all the elements from array list. So which loop is better? For each loop is better. Clear? Everyone, come on. Okay, now here I'm giving one array. I'm creating one array. Here tell me why it is telling here. Yes. So I'm creating one array, guys. Okay, int array x is equal to, right, new int of, here I'm putting, okay, let me put 10, 20, 30. Okay, fine. Let me add one more value, 40. Clear, right? So which array, guys, it is? Come on, tell me what kind of array it is. Come on, fast. What kind of array it is? Tell me.
Single dimensional.
Single dimension int array. Okay, you have to tell single dimension int array, right? So now I want to retrieve, okay, these values, guys. So how many values we have? 20, 20, 10,
4
20,
values.
30, 40. We have 4 elements, right? So in the array, how many elements we have? 4 elements. Now I want to retrieve all the elements one by one. Okay. So now we will go for what? For loop. Normal for loop. Just now we discussed it, right?
Yes.
Okay. By using that for loop, we will see. Okay. By using that for loop, we will see first. Now I'm writing for loop. Okay. Please listen carefully. Okay. So now int, okay, int, I'm taking int I is equal to 0. Int I is equal to 0, I'm taking. Now, after that, what I'm taking, I less than, okay, I less than x dot length, right? Length, there is a variable called length, right? Every array, there is a variable called length. If you call that length variable, if you try to access that variable, what it will provide you? It will provide the size of the array, right? Already we discussed, guys. Come on. So now, here what I'm doing after that, I'm incrementing I value. Fine. I'm incrementing what? I value. Okay. Now I'm closing. Here I'm opening. Okay. For loop. So here, what I'm trying to do, I want to print each and every element. So system dot out dot println of what, guys? System dot out dot println of. Okay. Here, how can I print each element? How can I print? Tell me. Each element.
X of 0. X of 0.
X of 0. X of 0 means what here? X of
10.
each element, right? Each of x of 0 means 0. Which
X of
element holds? I.
10.
X of
Understand? Siva Krishna. Sai Krishna, Siva Krishna.
Yes,
Siva
sir.
Krishna.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Clear, right? X of
Yes,
I.
sir.
Okay. Now, see. Now, if you see this one, what will happen now? Int I is equal to 0. Right? Let me write you here. Some. Okay. See. So here what, guys? I'm creating one array. Right? So here, what is the array size, guys? 4, right? Array size is 4. So this is what? One array object, right? Now, what is the reference variable, guys? What is the reference variable?
X.
X. X is pointing to this array object. Fine. Okay. Now, what is the array elements, guys, here? What are the array elements? 10,
20, 30, 40.
20, 30, 40, right? These are the what? Array elements. Clear? Right. Now, here what is the index of this one, guys? The first one?
0.
Arrays means always index will start what? 0,
0.
right? Come on, already we discussed, guys, these things. Don't forget. Now, so 0, 1, 2, 3. Now, I want to access the first element. I want to access the first element. How can I access the first element?
X of 0.
X of 0, right? If I call x of 0, then it will give what? 10, right? Now, if I call x of 1, then it will give what? 11. Sorry, 20, right?
20.
So, if I call x of 2, then what it will give, guys? 30.
30.
Okay, if I call x of 3, what it will give, guys? 40. Right? Like this we can access. Come on. So,
Yeah.
Sai Teja, clear?
Yes.
So here what? I'm taking one single dimension int array. Right? Now, here what? I'm taking one for loop. Normal for loop. So here, for int I is equal to 0, I'm taking. So here what? I have taken one variable called I. What is the value I have assigned to for that variable I? 0.
0.
Here, this I is what, guys? Local variable, right? Because this I, we are using what? Inside the for loop. It is only applicable for within the for loop, this block only. So that's what, this is what? Local variable. Fine. Now, I less than x dot length. I less than x dot length. So what is the condition I'm giving here? I less than x dot length. What is the I value now? 0, right? So here x dot length. X dot length means what it will give you?
Size of
What it will give you?
4.
4.
4. Okay. So I can call, right, x dot length. X is what? Reference variable. Okay. X is what? Instance variable or reference variable. Okay. Object variable. Instance variable also same and object variable also same, guys. Okay. X is what, guys, here? Object, right? X dot length. Length is what? Instance variable. So how can you call instance variable? By using object reference, right? So that's what X is what guys here, object reference. Object reference dot variable, instance variable called length. Okay. So now X dot length. When you call X dot length, what it will give you the size of the array. So what is the size of the array guys here? 4.
4.
Now I is what? 0. 0 less than 4. Condition is true or false? Condition is true, right? If it is true, then control will come inside the loop, for loop. And here what we are doing? System.out.println of x of I. X of I. I is what guys now? 0. 0 means x of 0. X of 0 means what we will get?
10.
Hmm?
10.
Output I'm writing here. X of 0 means what we will get? Okay, fine. So now output I'm writing. So now what is the output? First one, x of 0. X of 0 means 10. Now again, control will go to whom? Increment decrement section. Now I will become what? 1. Right? Now again, control will go to where? Come on, conditional
One
section.
greater.
Conditional section. Now I is what? 1. 1 less than x dot length. X dot length will x dot length is 4, right?
True.
Now 1 less than 4. Condition is true or
True.
false? Condition is true.
True.
If it is true, then control will come inside the for loop and it will print x. System.out.println of x of I means what? 1. X of 1.
1.
X of 1 means 20.
20.
Okay. Again, control where it will go? Increment decrement section. Now I value will become what? 2. Now 2
X
less
of
than
2.
4. 2 less than 4 condition true, right? If condition is true,
Yes,
then
sir.
control will come inside the for loop. Then x of 2. X of 2 means 30.
30.
Okay. Like that, control will go to increment decrement. Now I will become what?
40.
3.
40.
3 less than 4. Okay. Condition is true. Then x of 3. 40. Now again, control will go to increment decrement section. Now I will become what? 4. Now 4
5.
less than 4. Condition is true or false? Condition is false.
False.
If it is false means what? We will get?
Outside the for loop.
We will get
It
what?
will comes out of the for
Out
loop.
of the for loop. Clear everyone?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So see, while retrieving elements from array, okay, so you need to keep one thing guys. See here, if I put instead of x less than, if I put x less than or equal to, if I put like this, x less than or I less than or equal to x dot length means you will get what? If I put I less than or equal to x dot length means what?
4 equal to 4 of
What we will get here?
Index out of bounds.
Index out of bounds exception we will get. Understand? See the last element. I is what? 4. 4 less than or is equal to 4. Condition is true or false? Condition is true, right? 4 less than or is equal to 4. Condition is true, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Come on, tell me guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
4 less than or equal to 4. Condition is true or false?
True.
4 equal to 4, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Condition is true. If condition is true, control will come inside the for loop. So after that, what we are doing now? X of 4. So do we have any x of 4 index here?
No. No, sir.
No. So what are the indexes we have? Up to x of 3 only. So there is no x of 4 index related element. So if there is no
Yes,
x
sir.
of 4 related element, what you will receive? Array index out of bounds
Index out
exception.
of bound.
Okay. So while retrieving array, always you should to keep, okay, the condition always should be less than guys, not less than or equal. Clear? Okay. Now, so this is what by using normal for loop. Okay, normal for loop. Okay. Now, let me show you in a quick idea. Okay, I'm creating one class, guys, for loop demo. I need public static void main. Clear? So here, what I'm taking the main method. So the main method means always execution will start from main method, right? So here I'm taking one array. What is the array, guys? Int array of x is equal to new. What are the values? 10, come on, 10, 20, 30, 40.
40.
So these are the values we have. So now what I'm taking here, I'm taking one for loop, right? In the for loop, int I is equal to 0, right? So after that, I less than x dot length, right? X dot length. After that, what? I plus plus. Now for loop started. In the for loop, what I'm printing this out. Okay. X of what? I. Understand? So if you execute this program, what you will see 10, 20, 30, 40 is the output. Can you see here? Console. Right? Now, so this is what by using normal for loop. Okay. So now I'm commenting all these things. I'm commenting all these things. Okay. Now, instead normal for loop. Okay. So I'm trying to use what? For each loop. Okay. Now, so what is the array, guys? This is the array, right? I'm taking here. Okay. So now for each loop, guys. Okay. So in the for each loop, the loop is means each element. Okay. So here x holds what? All the elements, right? X holds what? All the elements. Now I have to take that x here. X holds what? All the elements. So in all the elements, I want to retrieve what? Each and every element. I want to retrieve what? Each and every element. So each and every element, what type it is? Int type, right? So that's what int, okay, x1, x1. So that's it. So here x1 represent what, guys? X1 represents each value. X represents what? Object. Understand? X represents what? Object. So in this object, this X represents this int array. Okay, int array object. So in the int array, how many elements we have? 4 elements we have. Right. Now here int represents what? Each element type. What is the each element type here? Int. Okay. Now x1 represents what? Each element. Understand? X1 represents what? Each element. Clear, everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. So now this out. Now here what I'm taking? This out. What I'm taking? Just x1. That's it, guys. Okay. If you print x1, then each element, right? Here x1 represents what? Each element. The first iteration x1 represents 10, right? 10 will print. And next iteration x1 represent what? 20. 20 will print. Next iteration x1 point to what? 30. 30 will print. Next iteration x1 point to what? 40. 40 will print. Understand? So you no need to take x1 only. Any valid Java identifier you can take here. Understand? If you want, you can put A1 also. No issue. Understand? If you want, you can put B1 also. No issue. Okay. But I'm putting what? X1. Fine. Clear, everyone? If I try to execute this one, see, 10, 20, 30, 40 is the output. Same output we are getting, right? Okay.
Yes.
So which one is simple? Comparatively, these two. For each is simple. Understand? So that is the for each, guys. So let me add here. This is what for each example. Okay. Right. So here also what? Same output only you will see finally. Let me increase size. Okay, clear everyone? So here also, what is the output, guys? Finally, the same output.
10, 20, 30, 40.
10, 20, 30, 40. Clear, right? Everyone?
Yeah,
Yes,
clear.
sir.
Now I'm taking one more example, guys, here. Okay. So single dimensional array we see, right? Now let me take two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array. I'm commenting, guys, all these things. Okay. Now I'm taking what in the same example, the same class. I'm taking what now? Two-dimensional array. Okay. Now tell me two-dimensional array. Int. How can we define two-dimensional array? Let me write a. Okay.
Double square bracket.
Here variable is a. New. So instead of like this, we can write right directly.
Yeah.
Okay. Here. Okay. 10, 20, 30. Okay. 3 is enough. Now I'm taking one more array. Here 40, 50, 60. Right. What is this one? Two-dimensional int array. Clear, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
2, 3. Right. What it is? 2, 3, right? The base size, the base array size is 2. After that,
Yes,
each
sir.
array is pointing to 3.
3 elements.
3 elements. Understand? Everyone? Clear?
Yeah.
Let me write here. I know you people are not understanding. So, here what I'm writing. Example. Okay. So, yeah, fine. So, this is what two-dimensional array. Okay. How it will represent, guys? Okay. So, here, one two-dimensional array will be created like this. Right? What is the size, guys? 2. Okay. So, now, A is, what is the reference variable here? A. A is pointing to, right? This object. Come on. A is pointing to who? This object, right? So in this object, okay, this is what? This is A of 0. This is what? A
Yeah,
of 1, right? A of 0. This is what?
yeah.
A of 1. Everyone clear? No. Now here see two arrays, right? This is one array. This is one array. So the base array is what? 2. Clear? A is pointing to, this is base array. A of 0, A of 1. What is the size? 2. Now each array 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30. This is what?
3.
Internal array, child array, right? So here size is what? 3. Means here we have one more array. And here also we have one more array. Come on, guys, right? Now, for this array, what is the size, guys? 3. For this array, what is the size, guys? 3. Come on. So here, what is the values, guys? What is the values? First array size, values, elements. 10, 20, 30. Here, what is the values, guys? 40.
50,
I mean, array elements, I'm asking. 50,
60.
60. Clear? Clear, everyone? Okay. So now, This A of 0 what? Pointing to this array, right? Now A of 1 is pointing to this array. Understand? Now I want to retrieve this value. So here, what is the index of this one? 0. What is the index of this one? 1. What is the index of this one? 2. Here, what is the index of? 0. 1. 2. Right? Now, I want to retrieve this value. This value I want. What is this value? 10. I want to retrieve this 10 value. How can I? Tell me, how can I? Huh? A of 0. That's it, huh?
A of 0, 0.
A of 0 of
A
0.
of 0 of 0.
Then only you will get what? 10. This is what? A of 0. This is the A of 0. In the A of 0 of 0. Okay? A of 0 means this one, guys. A of 0 of 0. Then you will see 10 value, right? Now, next value, how can I get? A of 0 of 1.
1.
Then you will see what? 20. Right? Next value, A of 0 of 2.
2.
Then you will see what? 30 value. Right? Now, 40 value I have to get. How can I get? Tell me. 40 value.
A of 1
A
of
of
0.
1 of 0.
Yes, A of 1 of 0. Then you will get what? 40. Okay. Next value. A of
A
1
of
of
1 of 1.
1. Then you will get 50. Okay. Next one. A of
1 of
1
2.
of 2. You will get what? 60. Clear? Sai Teja. Clear, right? Okay. Now, okay. So we will write this into program. Okay. We will write the same into a program, guys. Now, let me write here. After that, I will copy here this one into what do you call our Eclipse IDE. Let me write here. Tell me. So here I'm writing one program, Java, for loop, by using for loop. How to retrieve normal for loop. Okay, let me write by using normal for loop now. See, for, okay. What is the time now? 9:30. Fine. So for loop, come on, tell me. So here I'm taking what? Int I is equal to 0. Okay, int I is equal to 0 I'm taking. Okay, and after that, what I'm taking? I less than, what is the reference variable here? A dot length. Okay, come on, A dot length. Now, after that, I plus plus. Okay, fine. I plus plus. The first one, A of, see, A dot length. What is the A dot length?
2.
Huh?
2.
2, right? Now, the first one, okay. First of all, what? I need to iterate the first elements. The parent array element. Okay, what is, how many we have? 2. I need to iterate first A of 0. I need to iterate first A of 1. See, how to write the program now? So instead of getting all these values, now how to retrieve first? Okay, I need to iterate the first element. 1 minute. I need to iterate what? This first element, right? After that, in the first element, again, how many we have? 3 elements we have, right? First of all, I need to iterate the first element. And after that, in the first element, again, I need to iterate 3 elements, one by one. Okay? Like this, one by one, I need to iterate. Clear, right? First of all, I need to iterate the first element, guys.
Yeah.
Okay? If I get this element, in this element, how many we have? 3 elements we have. So, each element again, in this element again, I need to iterate each and every element, right? Understand? So once this part is completed, then I need to go to where? The second iteration. Here, the second iteration I need to do. For second iteration also, how many we have? 3 elements. And after that, I need to go to where? Each and every iteration of second element, second array. Clear? So like this, we have to write one program. How to iterate? See now. Come on. Oh my God. I close this one. Okay, fine. Now, see, first of all, what? Int I is equal to 0, I less than a dot length, I plus plus. Okay, I plus plus. Now, here what I'm writing, I is equal to 0, fine. I less than a dot length. A dot length means what? 2. Okay, I 0, 0 less than 2. Condition is true or false? Condition is true. If the condition is true, then control will come inside the for loop. Okay, so in the for loop, what I'm writing? Okay, now a of 0. A of 0 means what? I will get this one, right? But this element also, I have what? Again, 3 elements. I need to iterate each and every element, right? So I need to iterate each and every element means what? Again, I need to write one more for loop. Okay, for loop int j is equal to what? 0. Okay, here j less than, okay, j less than, here what? A of I, a of I dot length, a of I, okay, a of I dot length. Okay, after that what? J plus plus. Okay, I will explain you guys, don't worry. Now, here what I'm printing? This is for this for loop, right? No. So here system dot out dot println now. So what I have to print? Okay, this value, right? The first value. How can I print? First of all, a of, right? Come on. How can I print? A of I.
A of I, A
I
of J.
in the A of I, there is a J. J is representing what? The second loop values, right? Second elements. So J, right? If I print like this, now I have to close inner for loop and I have to close outer for loop. Okay, guys. So like this, if you write, then you will get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay. So see, let me explain you the program. Everyone, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi Teja, everyone. Okay, please see. See, here there is a array, right? Int array of your 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. What it is? Two-dimensional int array. Okay. If it is two-dimensional int array, so here I'm taking for loop. For int I is equal to 0, I less than a dot length, I plus plus, right? Now, int I is equal to 0, I less than a dot length. A dot length means what, guys? A dot length what, guys? 2. See here, a dot length. Okay, this a reference variable pointing to whom? This first object. Okay, a reference variable pointing to whom? First object. Okay, now this is one more object. This is one more object, right? The first one, A is representing to whom? The main object, parent object. A dot length. What is the A dot length? 2, right? What is the size? 2 only. A of 0 and A of 1, right? Come on. Come on, guys. 2 or not? Everyone, Sai Teja, everyone, please unmute and tell me. A dot length means 2 only, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So A dot length is 2. Fine. So now, okay, A dot length is 2. So that's why A dot length is 2. I less than 2. I is what here? 0. 0 less than 2. Condition is true or false? Condition is true. If condition is true, then control will come inside the for loop. So now inside the for loop, what is the first statement? Again, there is a for loop. Okay. Again, there is a for loop. So in this for loop, what I am writing now? Int j is equal to 0. J less than, here one more variable I am taking. What is this variable? J. Okay. So int j is equal to 0. Here j less than a dot I dot length. See now a dot I means what, guys? A dot I means what? I is, what is the I value here? What is the I value? 0. Right here, first one. First
0.
iteration 0 only, right? So I
Yes,
is
sir.
0. Okay, I is 0. Let me write. In the first iteration, what is the I value? 0.
0.
What is the I value, guys? 0. First iteration. Here, in the first for loop, int I is equal to 0, I less than a dot length. A dot length means what? True. So 0 less than 2. Condition is true. Right? So now, control will come inside the for loop. So inside the for loop, what we have? We have one more for loop. So now, what is the j value here? 0. Okay? Come on. Yeah. The second for loop I'm talking. So that time, what is the j value? 0. Now, j less than a of I. A of I means what? A of I. I is what? 0. A of 0. A of 0 means what? This one, this object. Right? A of 0 pointing to whom? Child object. Right? Child array. So now this array we will get. Right? So here, a of I dot length. I need to iterate each element, right? I need to iterate each element in this array, right? So that's what a of I dot length. What is the value a of I dot length?
8.
Huh? Tell me, what is the a of I dot length?
3.
3. Size 3, right? 10, 20, 30. Come on, guys. Tell me very quickly.
3, sir.
3. Now, a of I dot length means 3. Now, j is what? 0. 0 less than 3. Condition is true or false?
True.
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 If condition is true, then control will come inside this for loop. Okay. Now system dot out dot println of a of I, a of j, a of I of j. So a of I means what? A of 0, right? A of 0. A of 0, j is what? 0. So now a of 0 means what? Here.
10.
A of 0, what is the value? 10.
10.
10 will print. Understand? Clear? No.
Yes, sir.
No, this one completed. Again, control where it will go? Increment, decrement.
A of
Okay.
0 form.
So increment, decrement means where? Here. In the first for loop. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This for loop has to complete, right?
Yes, sir.
Inner for loop has to complete first. Now, in control will go to increment, decrement section. Now, j is what value now? J will
1.
become
1.
j will become 1. Understand? J will become 1. Now, control will go to where? Condition. So, j less than a of I dot length. So, j is what? 1. 1 less than 3. A of I dot length means what? 3, right? 1 less than 3. Let me write here. 3, right? A of I dot length 3. Here, a of dot length means what? 2. Now, j is what? 1. 1 less than 3. Condition is true. If condition is true, then control will come inside this for loop. Here system dot out dot println of. Now what is the value? A of
0, 1.
0.
here a of I. I means what? 0 only.
0.
Right? 1 means what? 1. Sorry, j means what? 1. Come on. J will become what? 1. Now a of 0, 1 means what? 20. Understand? Now, again, control will go to whom? Increment, decrement section. J will become what? Now, 2. J will become what? 2. J plus plus, right? Now, control will go to where? Increment, decrement section. Sorry, conditional section.
Conditional section.
Now, J less than. J is what? 2. 2 less than 3. Condition is true. If condition is true, again, control will come inside the for loop. Now, what is the A value here? A of
0.
I means 0 only. J is what? 2. Come on. So, what is the output here? A of 0 of 2 means 30. Right? 30. Now, control where it will go? Increment, decrement section. Now, J will become what? 3. Right? J plus plus. Now, J will become what? 3. Earlier 2. Now, it is 3. Now, again, where it will go after increment, decrement section? Control will go to conditional section. So, in the conditional section, J is what? 3. 3 less than 3. Condition is true or false? Condition is false. If condition is false, then control will come outside of this for loop. Right? Come on. Control will come outside of this for loop. Okay. So again, where it will go? Do you have any other statements here? We don't have any other statements. Then where it will go?
Increment.
Where it will go? After this for loop, do we have any other statements? We don't have any other statements.
No,
Then
outer loop
control will go to
control.
where? Control will go
Outer
to
loop.
outer for loop. Outer for loop, where it will go? Increment, decrement section.
Increment and decrement.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
Now control will go to increment, decrement section. So I plus plus. Earlier, what is the I value? 0.
0.
Now I plus
0.
plus means what? 1.
1.
Okay. If it is 1, after increment section, where control will go?
Condition.
Conditional part. So in the conditional part, I less than a dot length. A dot length means what? 2, right? So I is what now? 1. 1 less than 2. Condition is true or false?
True.
True. If condition is true, where it will go? Control will come inside the
Inner
for loop.
for loop.
Okay. So in inner for loop, I mean, when control come inside this outer for loop, what is the next statement? Again, we have one more inner for loop. Now this inner for loop will execute. Now tell me, what is the here? See, int j is equal to 0. Understand? Now this inner for loop will execute. What is the j value now? 0.
0.
Understand? What is the j value now? 0.
0.
Again. I mean this loop, guys. Now this child, okay, this array element will execute. We will retrieve one by one. One by one element. Now j is what? 0. Right? So here int j is equal to 0, right? Now
Yes,
j will
sir.
become what? 0. After that, what is the next one? Conditional section. J less than a of I dot length, right? A of I means what?
One,
I is
one.
what here? 1.
One.
Okay. 1 dot length. A of 1 dot length, what is the value?
3.
3. So a of y dot length is 3. Here I already have written, right? Now j is 0 less than 3. Condition is true or false? Condition is true. If condition is true, then control will come inside the loop. System dot out dot println of a of I of j. A of I of j means what? A of I.
A of 1 of 0.
1 minute. Yeah. A of I. I means 1, right? Sorry, A of I means 1. Come on. Next. A of I of j. What is the j value? 0. What is the value now? A of I of 0 means 40. Okay. Now control will go to where? Increment, decrement section.
Increment and decrement.
This one. Control will go to increment, decrement section. So now what is the j plus plus? Now j will become what? 1. Okay. Now 1. Again, control will go to where? Conditional section. So now j is what? 1. 1 less than 3. Condition is true or false? Condition is true. True means what again? Control will come inside this inner for loop. And here, what is the statement? A of I of j, right? So A of I of j means what, guys? Here, A of I is 1, right? J is what here? 1. What is the value? 50. Okay. Now, control will go to whom? Increment, decrement section. Again, inner for loop, increment, decrement section. So now j plus plus. So j will become what? 2. Okay, guys. J will become what? 2. Now control will go to where? Increment, decrement. Conditional section. J is what now? 2. 2 less than 3. Condition is true or false? Condition is true. If condition is true, then again system dot out dot println of A of I of j. Now A of I means what here? 1. J means what here? 2. Right? What is the value? Huh? Tell me. 60. Now
60.
control will go to where? Increment, decrement section. So now j will become what? J plus plus. J will
4.
become 3.
3.
Right? Now after that, where it will go? Conditional section.
Condition.
In conditional section, j is what? 3. 3 less than 3.
3 less than 3.
False.
False.
False means what? Control will come outside of this for loop. Okay.
For loop.
After that, there is no other statement. Again, control will go to where? Outer for loop. Outer for loop, increment, decrement section, it will go. Understand? outer for loop, increment section, it will go, right? Now, I plus plus. What is the I value now?
1.
I plus plus means 2. Earlier 2, 1, right? Now 2.
Now 2.
Now 2.
2,
After
sir.
that, where it will go?
2 less
Conditional.
than 2. 2 less than 2.
I value what? 2. 2 less than 2. A dot length is 2, right? 2 less than
Yes,
2.
sir.
Conditional true or false?
False.
False means what? Control will come outside of this
Exit loop.
completely outer for loop also. Understand? So what is the output here? 10, 20,
10,
30,
20,
40,
30.
50, 60. So like that it will execute. Clear?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sai Teja? Clear, right? Okay. See, that's why I have written program in left side. Even I have written diagram also at right side to understand easily. See here everything I have written. Okay. Right? Let me write the same thing in Eclipse IDE. So tell me, guys. For loop, enter
I
I is equal to 0. Okay. I less than a dot length. Right? After that, what?
F0.
I plus plus. Huh?
AF0.
What A of 0? Okay.
AFI.
Now, in the for loop, okay. So what I need to write now again, I need to write one more for loop. Here, enter j is equal to 0. Okay. Into j is equal to 0. Now j less than a of phi dot length. A of phi dot length. Okay. And after that, what I need to do? J plus plus. Okay. So inside this for loop, so inside this for loop, what I'm writing? Sys out. Okay. What I'm writing? A of I of j. That's it, right? Okay. Now, if I try to execute this program, can you see? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, right? Come on, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is what by using normal for loop. Now, by using for each loop, okay, I will write. Let me comment this one. Now, I'm using what? For each loop. See how it is, how easy it is. For loop. Here tell me. Here what? A, right? A is pointing to all the elements, right? A is pointing to whom? All the elements. Now, each A, okay. So what type, guys? What
Int
type?
type.
Int type. This is what? Huh? What type is here? Array, single dimensional int array. This is what? Internally. So this is 2-dimensional int array. A is representing 2-dimensional int array. A of 0 is representing what?
What single dimension?
Single dimensional int array.
only.
Understand? So see, guys, all these 2-dimensional int array. Now A is representing 2-dimensional int array. But in the inner 2-dimensional int array, there is a single dimensional int array, right? This one what? Single dimensional int array. This one what? Single dimensional int array. Understand? Now in A, each element is what type? Under A, each element is what type? Single dimension int array type. Understand? First of all, what? We need to write type. Which type it is? Single dimension int array. Understand? Hello?
Yeah, yes.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear? Now, I'm giving what? X. Okay? I'm giving what? X. So now, X is pointing to what? X is representing? X is pointing to each array element, each array object. Okay. Here int array of X is what? Type. Which type? Single dimension int
Single
array type, right?
Dimension.
Okay. See here, A is pointing to that two dimension int array, guys. Fine. That's clear, right? Now, under two dimension int array, what we have? Single dimension arrays we have. How many single dimension arrays we have? Two single dimension arrays we have. Right? Now, what is the first element type? What is the first element type? Single dimensional int array. That's why int array. See here, int single dimension I have written. Now, X is pointing to what? Each element. Understand? Here each element is what? This is first single dimension array and this is second single dimension array. So X is pointing to each single dimension arrays. How many single dimension arrays we have? Two. X is pointing to each single dimension arrays. Now, fine. Now, again, I retrieved. Now, the first, I'm iterating first single dimension array, right? So, in the first single dimension array, what I want? Each element I want. Understand? What I want? Each element, right? So, this is also what array. So, what I need to write? I need to write one more for each, right? Now, in the each for each here, understand or not? Come on.
Yes.
Yeah. So now here what is the value? X is what? Representing all the elements,
Each
right?
element.
So in X, I need to write in X. So each element type. What is the each element type here? X means this 10, 20, 30. This array pointing to whom, guys? Now X is pointing to this array, single dimension array. Now in the single dimension array, so what is the each element type here? Each element type int.
Int.
So that's what I need to write int. Okay. This one. So int. Now int. What is the type? Int. So each element I need to represent, right? Some variable I need to represent to point each element. So that's what here I'm representing variable called x1. Fine. Now in this for loop, what I'm writing? System dot this out. This out. Okay. Here what I'm writing directly
X1.
x1. Clear?
Yeah.
Everyone. Okay. Clear, right? So now if I execute this one, see what is the output you will see? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Clear?
Yeah.
So this is what by using for each loop. This is what normal for each loop. So which one is easy? The second one, of course, it is easy. Okay. Now let me write this one. Or else let me uncomment this one. How to uncomment here? Control Shift. I don't know. It is not working. But in IntelliJ, it will work. Someone, can you please see in the Google what is the uncomment syntax? Shortcut in Eclipse IDE. Okay, fine. Control I, right? Clear? So this is what normal for each for loop. This is what normal for each. Now if I try to execute, I will get what? Two outputs. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is normal for loop. Okay, this is what another. Let me write here one system dot out dot println. Sys out by using normal for loop. Okay. By using normal for loop. Okay. To retrieve array elements. Okay. 2D array elements, 2 dimension. 2D. Fine. Now after this, I'm writing sys out let me write some line. Okay. And after that, I'm writing sys out. Okay. I think already copied, right? Let me paste it. So here what? By using for each loop. Okay. By using for each loop to retrieve 2 dimensional array elements. So see, unless Java elements. Okay. So this is what by using normal for loop output. This is by using for each loop. Okay. Output. Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me copy this one and place here. Okay. Fine. Let me make it bigger. Any questions, guys? So for this, we completed what? This is the example, guys. Okay. Come on. So we completed for each loop also. Any questions? You understood?
Yeah.
So by using for each normal for loop. So which one is easy?
For each.
Obviously for each is
For
very
each.
easy. Okay. So if you have to retrieve anything, elements from normal array, okay, or collection, which loop is better? For each. Okay. Remember, so if you want to retrieve elements from array or collections framework, then use a normal for each loop. Okay, I mean for each loop instead of normal for loop. Okay, so we completed, guys. Do you have any questions? You can ask me.